Alright, welcome back to Dankscore Traders Hub. Hopefully you guys are having a great time. Make sure you let me know if my sound is clear. You let me know if there is any disturbance. You let me know still, so that I can sort that out. There are some bit of changes I'm making on the sound, so that's why I keep always telling you to let me understand what is happening. Right, I hope you guys are hearing me loud and clear. Let me add a bit of it so that at least it's you guys can hear me properly. Yeah, I think that's okay there. All right, so as usual we are going to be looking at we are going to start our daily session, our daily analysis session, and of course excuse me, and of course we start with a prayer as usual. If it is your first time here, we start with, as always, we start with a prayer, and then later on get into our daily analysis. So let's pray and get started. Father, we give you praise. Thank you for today. Thank you for your greatness. Thank you that we are back here to analyze and to understand what you brought us here for, Lord. We are ready to get into the markets. Thank you for yesterday's profits. Thank you even for today's profits. We give you praise in advance because we know that you cannot fail us. We know that you are always ready to bless us with your profits. We give you praise, Lord. Thank you for the exit and entry points that you're already giving us. Thank you for the great insight of the market, the market analysis that you're giving us. We give you praise for it. And as we start today's session, be the one to reveal to us these market structures and everything that we need to understand today. We give you praise. We love you. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. All right. Good morning, Felix. I see you around already. Thank you for being around and being on time. So as usual, we start our day with Crash 500. So let's get into Crash 500. Like I've said, if there is any if there is any disturbance in the sound, please let me know so that I can switch to another setting. All right, if it is loud and clear and there's no background disturbance, let me know also so that I can understand that, yeah, this is a good setting that I have now. All right, so Crash 500 as usual. Crash 500. If you don't mind, of course, go ahead and like the stream so that YouTube can go ahead and push it to as many people as it can. All right, Crash 500. So yesterday we started with we looked at that, but we also knew, okay, first go to H1. Let's go to H1. So we saw yesterday we had a breakout right here. This was yesterday. We saw that breakout structure, so we knew the price was, of course, continuing to sell. I wanted this retest, but I don't know how I missed that retest so that I can enter the sell, because that, oh, this is today morning. Yeah, it has happened already. So the last hour was our entry point. If I go to M15, that is how you would have entered it right there, at least on that last M15 when price went below a 10 MA, but it was a spike, so you would have made an entry at least right here. Yeah, it would have been some bit of hard one to understand, but looking at where it reacted from, that would have been a clear indication of an entry point right there. Yeah, so right now I'm not wasting time on Crash. It's still in a sell, and like I told you, we don't have a previous data that we can use to understand whether we are getting oversold or not, whether we are yet to start a reversal or not. So the only thing we can keep doing is create a lower low, wait for a retest to create a lower high, and then enter there to continue selling it, and you take your profits on the level of the previous lower low. So that if you had entered right there, then you would have taken your profits right there. Yeah, so that's how you can keep playing with it, because you don't have a previous points of interest, previous lower lows that you can take advantage of, or like order blocks or what you don't have. So it's creating new ones, so you just have to take your profits right on the lower low. All right, enough of that. Let's go to Boom 1000. Boom 1000. So Boom 1000 yesterday played some games, and we're going to look at it. So Boom 1000, we saw price the first move that we wanted was this kind of a fake breakout to come and mitigate this order block right there, since it was giving us that kind of a flag. But surprisingly, the momentum of the sales was still strong. We only consolidated within there, and then price continued with this previous move, and that is why we saw price coming to that TP level. Of course, I had already told you this was the move right here, this one, and the very first point, the very first TP was this, and that's what we saw yesterday, price coming to it. That was the first TP right there, you can see it. So price reached our first TP yesterday, and immediately it started to give us reversal kind of signal, and right now as we speak we are seeing change of character on H1. We are seeing a change of character on H1. We've not left any liquidity back, so it means it's going to create one right now when it is making a higher high, or when it is making a new high, a high right here. So as it comes back, that's when we will be looking for our entries. That's when we will be looking for our entries to continue it with the buys. So for now, delete that, delete, okay, first leave, okay, delete it, delete it, delete this, delete that, delete that, delete that. Alright, okay, so delete this for now, even this, let it go, and delete that. So now we want to, there's a resistance right here, so let's maintain this resistance right there. There's that resistance, so we want to maintain it and look at how price will react to it, because price, that's a confluence area. Price is reacting on that level a lot, so it has to react to it again. So if it reacts to it, then we will have our entry if price fails to break this level and continue down. So if it reacts to it and comes around here, then we'll know we will have our entries right around this area, because this is our point of interest. Why? Because that's where we will anticipate our change of character right here. As this candle closes, it will be giving us, if it closes above, it will be giving us a change of character. Alright, so that's it on Boom 1000. There's nothing much we can do right now. Sniper entry was there because this is the level where we were waiting for the TP, and it happened when it broke this level to give us a break of structure. It reached our TP level. Now it is giving us, it wants to give us a reversal kind of signal right here. So that's what we will wait for. Boom 500. Boom 500. Today's a Friday. We saw this kind of slow move last week when Friday was a bit slow, but Saturday and Sunday market moved actually. So whenever Friday is slow, you have to understand Saturday and Sunday market moves a lot. So let's wait and see if it's what is going to happen. Boom 500. Boom 500, we wanted this retest yesterday. It happened, and it came to 50% of this. And I don't know why I insisted, why I kept on thinking price will eventually even come back to this level. When it came back and gave me some retest on M15, I thought price was going to give us another move back to probably this level. I entered and I made a loss right there. So what do I want to do right here? It's me who messed up to make a loss because I was still looking for a retest to come here. So apologies to those on Signal's platform. We made that loss, yeah, but when it broke this level, of course I was already agitated. I couldn't enter more buys, more entries. So we were supposed to make an entry right here when it made this other retest, because we failed to get this sniper entry, because within me this had not, I was looking at price reacting to at least 61.8. So I was rigid to quickly anticipate that this was a fair value gap that I had already anticipated that price can actually do a reversal right here. So I was looking at a reversal on this retracement level right around this area. Price never reached it. Yeah, so that's why I kept on looking for that level. So enough of this, delete everything. But this is a point of interest right here. This is on H1. This is a point of interest. Price can always come back to it and buy, and even it can even come to that order block at a later stage. So in as much as we've seen this reversal continue, and it is now giving us higher highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now it's going on to give us a higher high. So in as much as we know price is still in an uptrend, it's going to get to a point when it will come for that. It's gonna come for that. So be ready when it does that. Be ready when it does that, because it cannot just continue like that when it left this big liquidity all the way down below. So I want you to know that. So for now, what do we need to do right here? So first delete everything right here, delete everything right there, delete even this one, and leave this alone. This is mitigated. This I'm not seeing it. So go to H4. What do we have on H4? So H4, this was a lower low, so we don't have a lower high, so it's going to create a lower high right there. So apparently we've seen on H1 is reaching overbought, I mean. So we have here this order block. That order block is likely to be a point of interest where price is going to reverse back into sells. So let's wait and see according to H4. Let's wait and see according to H4. So if price reacts to that, then we will be getting into sales to come all the way to this fair value gap, or even to that order block, to this order block right here. Yeah. So what do? Just leave it on H1 and wait for a signal to enter sales. Wait for a signal, a reversal signal for these sales, which will be a retest on H1 and H4. Yeah. Alright, enough of Boom 500. Let's get into Volatility 25S. Vol 25S. Vol 25S, I made some small trades, and later it changed the structure. 1S. Okay, Volatility 25 1S. We were looking for that buy. to reach that level. But it had given us within on M15, it had given us that horizontal channel. But again, that horizontal channel was within an ascending channel. So we saw that we needed this move right here. This move is that same move that we needed according to this, but it consolidated within there and later on broke this ascending channel, and we saw that sell coming. Starting from there, that would have been our entry. So what did I do? I first this was a trade I did. I traded within that channel, took that profit, and when I kept on seeing that failing to break that level, I knew something was wrong, so I moved out. I didn't enter again, so I just took some few bucks here, and I was out of that market yesterday. So that's how I traded this. When it made this, by that time I think I was on jump 50, focusing on jump 50. So I missed that entry, but even though I was to enter, the way it was up and down, I would not have kept in it for long. Yeah, so I missed that trade. I missed it. So let's delete everything right here and look at today. Eventually, it retested from this other order block. It's a daily one. Is it a daily? What is that? Yes, it is a daily order block. So delete it. My analysis was price to get up there, then retest, then get back up. It did the other way around. It did not go up. It reversed from where it was, came, tested this fair value gap, which is now a support level, and then went all the way back into the buys. And you can see the previous, let's remove the history, delete even this, and you can see the previous two candles of H4. They are all high momentum candles. You can clearly see. You can even see it on H1. You can see how that came through. So currently, the market is continuing with the uptrend. So what do I do now? What do I do? Delete this. That move has already gone. Now we know the price is going all the way up there, so delete even this one right here. So price has gone back to that high. It has reached that high, and it has gone to that fair value gap. That is a point of interest right now. It's no longer a fair value gap, but a resistance level. So if price reacts from that and comes down, then we know we can still push it all the way down. If you can see, price has still given this as a fake breakout right here. Are you seeing that? You can see that wick, that candle closed within this triangle. You can see this is a low, high, high there, low, then failed to create, came here, and then it is now going again for that other high. So that can actually now give me an indication that this is what we are actually looking at. High, low. Then this is not a high, this is the one that we can anticipate right here. So we have this as our high, low, then it has given us a low here. It's going to come all the way up here to break this level right here. and give us a new high. So in as far as this asset is concerned, we are going to go all the way to touch that trend line, because that's where we can see our highs at. All right, excuse me. So that is on H4. So do we have an entry to continue buying this asset? Not really. We can anticipate a retest. So higher high, low, higher high, higher low. It is continuing steadily. So we are likely not to see a retest. HM15 is already oversold. Yes, overbought. It's already overbought. This is a breaker block right here, right on that level right there. That's a breaker block. Price normally reacts to that. But also there are some points of interest it left back on these fair value gaps like that, like this, like that. So there's so many points price can react back to. On this other one, it reacted to that other level right there. It reacted to that fair value gap. So there's a lot of levels the price can react to right here. So delete this for now, and let's wait for this pullback to one of these so that we can get an entry to actually get into buys again. So I have no entry. I need a retest like this. So meaning when it happens like that, I can anticipate an entry right here, an entry right here, depending on the market movers, or an entry right there, depending on the market movers. Whatever these guys decide to use to react, whatever level they decide to push price back to, that's what we will go with. But in as far as this asset V25S is concerned, that's what I'm going to be waiting for. Alright, so enough of the V25S. Let's now head over to, I'm not going to put any limit orders because it's tricky right here, so I don't want to risk right here. I will just wait. So let's go to leave it on H1, I think. Not really. Leave it on L15. Let's now head over to V75. Market is slow. V75. So V75. Okay, this is M15. Let's go to H1. Yes, this one is the one I was actually furious. I just felt like revenging, but there's nothing like revenging in trading. When you do revenge without understanding, you later even regret why you even did revenging. So this was a move here. I was waiting for this move, and those on a VIP, you realize I gave you the signal and the first entry, because in the morning analysis I told you price will come here and then we will anticipate a retest. Either this was the analysis. If you missed yesterday's analysis, you can go back to episode 149, and you'll be able to understand why I had given this move. So I had said price would eventually come to react on that fair value gap, or it can even go all the way up there to grab stop losses of the early sellers, and eventually it actually went for that. It followed this, and according to what I had even drawn, that was the thing. So my entry was here. The first entry was here. It was there. After giving me this engulfing and giving me this pullback candle, I decided to enter there, only for price to come and take me out on my stop losses, and when it moved me out. But when it started this other candle, I again joined. I entered another second entry, and it went. If you come to M15, you will clearly see that there's that kind of resistance area right there. So when I saw that, I said I can't continue with this, because it is likely to again react from that level, because it was near this fair value gap. It was near that fair value gap that I wanted price to react from. So I said I can actually take, because I had already recovered this loss. I had recovered that loss. I said, let me just recover the loss and move out. After moving out, it broke that resistance and it never looked back. You can see after breaking it, it went smoothly to the TP level, to the target. And that's how I was furious about this asset yesterday. So it made me miss all this. I would have hit my daily target if I had stayed in this very move. I would have already hit the daily target and even recovered the loss. So that's why I was furious on this move. So enough of yesterday. I hope you guys, those who are not on VIP, you were able to probably continue with it, or even some of the guys who were on VIP who never put the tight stop loss just below here. My tight stop loss was just below there. So if you did not put your stop loss near, I hope you made this money. Alright, so enough of that. Let's look at today's move. So price went all the way up there. So today has started when we are here. What is this level? So it's another block right there. So price has reacted to it, and it's now a support. It's now a support area. Alright, so we know that is a support area, but we know that price is coming right here on this fair value gap. So what do? Price has seemingly reacted to that fair value gap, but not that much. So it still has momentum to actually continue into at least 50% of that fair value gap. 50% of that fair value gap, so that we can have our entry again. So go to M15, see if this is something that you can anticipate exactly. Yeah, I believe so. So yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to continue in that kind of move. So let's have our trend lines drawn. Let's bring out our trend lines. Let's bring out our trend lines and have them drawn. Alright, so those are our trend lines. It's going to continue consolidating until it reaches right in there, and then it gives us an entry to sell. So probably this move may happen. Let's see, when did this move happen? This move happened around 11, around probably 1 p.m. we could have reached there, or 3 p.m. So between 1 and 3 p.m. we should be able to start this sell move. We should be able to start the sell move. All right, so enough of V75. Let's now head over to jump 50. Jump 50. So jump 50. Let's go to H4. So it's crazy in there. Go to M15. So M15, we wanted this move. Let's go to H1. We knew that this was a flag, and we knew that price is going to react to reach that level because it was a flag. So that's why I even made an entry right here. This was the first entry right there. I added another entry when it came to this order block. Yeah, right there. First entry, second entry, 2 more entries. So I added like 3 more entries here. So it reacted on the same order block right there. Same order block right there, and of course all these were profits. So I made a lot of money yesterday on this because I kept on adding in, because I knew this was a flag and it was going to go all the way up there. So it went up there and reacted there, so I took my profits and called it a day. I think that was my last trade of the day, and I called it a day because I had hit my target and recovered even the loss on Boom 500 and the loss on Boom 500, because the loss on VV75 I already recovered with its own trade. So that's how yesterday went. So congrats to those that made money on jump 50. It went just like we had analyzed. First TP was there. Actually, yes, first TP was there. Second TP was there. It did not go for the third TP. The third TP was right above there, so it did not reach the third TP. What we saw, let's actually delete that. Not actually this. Let's delete that. Price reacted back to the same order block where we first got our first move right there. Reacted back to that, and again it gave us another move. That was late night, so I was already out of the market, so I couldn't enter again. So that was another move to go back and react to the same fair value gap right there. Same fair value gap, and that's when the sales came in. Why did we see the sales? Like I had told you earlier, this was a pennant. This was a pennant. Pennants on H. This is a pennant on H4. These two trend lines. Pennants signify continuation of the previous trend. This is a previous trend, and that's why we are seeing this move right there. So we know price is going to come all the way to this other level. So that's where price is going to come to. So that's why we saw a breakout and price never even went back up to that trend line. So all we need is probably a sort of retest if we can get one. Yeah, I think we have actually got one right here on H1. So delete everything right here so that we can make our chart clear. That one, leave it. Even this, delete it. So delete everything right here. Make this chart clean. Make this chart clean. Alright, so delete that. I think we are now ready. What is this? That's another block on H4. It's trying to hold up. It's actually a support level now. It's trying to hold price. So let's go to H1. H1, we have seen that retest to that fair value gap. To that fair value gap on H1. Is it enough? Let's go to M15, see if it is enough. Not really, it's not enough, so it's going to continue retesting. It's going to continue retesting. We have our trend line drawn right there. We have another one right here probably. Let's have it first there. See. So according to M5, this is going to be a rising wedge or a flag, whatever it will turn out to be. So let's wait and see. Yeah, but we can clearly see that we are going to keep consolidating right here until we reach probably up there, and then we come in with a sell. Then we come in with a sell. The sell, this will be our first TP wherever it decides to give it to us, either up there or yeah, wherever it decides to react from. So we will see that as our first TP, and then this will be our second TP. This will be our second TP. That will be our second TP. So all we need to do is wait for the sells. You can keep, scalping it on M5 within this as it is consolidating. Then you later make that sell move at a later stage. So for now, leave this asset on H1. We are not ready to sell. It's still consolidating according to M15 and M5. All right, that is enough on V on jump 50. Hopefully it can give us some good money, because the rest of other trades or other assets, I'm not seeing any clear structure than any better structure than this. I'm seeing jump 50 with a better structure than the rest of the assets. All right, let's now head over to jump 25. Jump 25. We still have about 13 minutes. Jump 25. So jump 25, we had this as a pennant. We wanted breakout, retest, entry. It happened. In fact, I made a short entry, but I was fearing it because this is a big asset, and when you're seeing poor momentum, you don't want to force trade. So this is where I made an entry from. Let me first delete these right here. Kept on reacting to that, so this is a history. So when it reacted to this, I made an entry, but it kept on reacting, gave me a double bottom actually right here. So it's a double bottom right there, and this was supposed to be a confirmation, but it made that pull back again, and there's that. I had missed to take my profits right there, and it reacted to that trend line, which was a trend line of the pennant. So this happened, pull back. So I found my SL there, took me out, and then after taking me out, reacted a bit, and then broke out. It never returned to that level again, and that's how I was also furious, because before midnight, I think around midnight, it had already reached, it would have doubled almost the account if I kept in it. That was a good trade to flip the account. Yeah, that was a good trade to flip the account. Let me see. This was around 21, 22, 22, 23, 24. So by midnight, I would have at least gotten at least 50% of the account, and then probably by 1 or 2 I would have flipped the account, around there, when it went all the way there, before it gave us this retest, because the anticipation was to break out then retest. This is a retest move right here, so we were supposed to enter early morning. At what time? That retest was around, if we got done around 4, 5, 6, 7, around 7 p.m. So 7 p.m. anyone who was in the market would have made your entry right there. That was our last retest move. So that was it, and then price broke out and it has not returned back yet. So that was how it is, and it has hit our TP right there. So that was the anticipation, clearly followed, although not in one day, kept on consolidating, but when it broke out, it did exactly what we wanted, retest and then reach the TP within a short while. You can see this is a momentum we always want in the market to quickly give us some good money and we move out. But market movers don't follow what we need, they follow what they want, and that's what they did, and we missed that entry and that money. Nevertheless, we will still get another move, so let's delete everything right here. Congrats to those who were in the market, probably who followed this analysis and probably entered this asset to make this money. This was some good money, and good for those who have big accounts to even swing it from all the way here to all the way up there. This would have been a good swing trade. Let me first delete all that so that you can see. From here to there, this was my entry right here. So if I had held up this trade right here and left it to reach that, this would have been like 2 times my account, using probably 0.1 or 0.2. This would have flipped my account like 2 times to reach that TP. That is money, because this is jump 25. It gives money, it gives a lot of money. So congrats to those who made money on this asset. Now let's look at it afresh. So that was a change of character right there, retest back to that. Now move, meaning this is a higher high, higher low, so it's going to come down below to give us a higher high. We have to anticipate, wait a minute, go to H4. What is that? It's actually a daily one. It's a fair value gap, so it is going to reach 50% of that fair value gap, then it reacts back. Remember, this was a change of character right here on daily time frame, so we wanted that pullback either to that fair value gap or to the other fair value gap up there. Then we come in with the sells to even break through this channel and continue with the sells. Now we have reached that level. But we need 50% of this to be hit so that we can anticipate sales. So for now, it hasn't gone to 50%, so we can still anticipate continuation of the buy. But that continuation of buys may actually first give us, it may first see a retest back where? To such a level. Why would we anticipate a retest to such a level? Using fib, that will be the ideal level for retracement, since now we are looking for a higher low right here. So this would be the anticipation of a higher low right here, and then we go ahead to look for a new higher high, probably reach all the way there, and then either we can anticipate all the way sells, or to give us a new higher low and then continue to all the way to that other fair value gap, because according to H4, looking on CCI, we're still looking for buys to take us all the way there. So we have to be patient. So remove this fib, but now anticipate this higher low creation. Go to M15, wait for the sales to begin. I can enter here since I'm seeing a signal right here on CCI, but it is not enough. I need a confirmation of the sales. I need a confirmation of the sales. So I will do something like this and just wait for that. We go to M5, breakout here, and that will be it. Price is already below our 10 MA on M5. I think one may actually enter now the sales. Go to H4, H1 I mean. H1 has reached retracement level. M15 is overbought, needs to sell. But then, okay, let's be patient a bit. Yeah. Patient a bit, but we are going to sell this to bring us all the way to this fair value gap. All right, I love such moves of retest, even though sometimes they take me on my tight stop loss when I have put it very near and it goes up first to grab liquidity of the early sellers or buyers. So the early sellers will be putting their stop loss just above there, so normally it comes and takes me out when I forget to either first leave the stop loss or to put it a bit higher. So I will try to bend my risk exposure a bit to accommodate such trades of retest. So for now, I can't enter it. I have to wait a bit more to make this sell entry to bring me here. Yeah, but of course we'll be looking for buys again right about here if price fails to break this and continue up right where we are now. All right, so enough of jump 25. Let's go to jump 10 and we call it a day. Jump 10. Today we'll be having our BTC analysis. So those who love BTC, please make it a point to be around at 1 p.m. East African time. We'll be ready to analyze BTC. So jump 10 I think has been my no-go-to asset for the past, I think, weeks, about 2 weeks. I've not traded this asset. Let me see the last time I traded it. Oh man, I think the whole of this month I haven't traded it. Let me see. I haven't traded this asset for what? Last traded it on 10th of May, so it's almost a whole month without trading jump 10. So let's get into it and see. Yesterday we were looking for a pullback there so that we can come in with the sales. Never happened. We actually got this breakout. Okay, so the structure changed. So go to M15. Let's look at it. Delete that. What was it? I had said if price breaks its level. Okay, price broke that and gave us a break of structure. So it's a break of structure there, pull back there, and then sell, break of structure again, pull back, sell, break of structure again, lower low, lower high, And now we clearly see price failed to break that. It broke it actually today. It has just broken that as a break of structure now. So it reached that level, retested for some good time, and now it has just broken structure. Alright, so that is a bit clear now, so we can delete all these other ones, delete them. We'll maintain this one right here. Go to H1, look at it clearly. Why we have it, delete everything right there. Delete, delete that. Come to H4. That was a break of structure also. No, break of structure is here. So now we see a new break of structure according to H4, but we have reached support. We have reached a support. Down below here we have an order block. We wanted price to come to it because this support is based on the fair value gap right here. So we want price to break, to go through it and go to the order block. That's what we want, but can the market give it to us? Because it's a point of interest right here. It's where buyers, a lot of buyers engaged into the market right here to go all the way into the buy trend. So come back to H4, we have, H1, we have a break of structure, but then we are seeing prices trying to go into buys. Are we anticipating a change of character here? Not yet. Not yet. So this is still a no-go for me. I need to wait and see if price is going to react here, or until it gives me a reversal signal. I need a reversal signal to actually understand that we are getting into buys. This is a reversal signal on M5, and it was a perfect one. You can clearly see it. It was a perfect one. So it has started higher highs, higher low. It's going out. It's going up there to look for a new higher high. That is if it breaks that level. But I doubt it's going to break it. Let's have our trend line drawn right there, and bring another trend line right here and wait. So this is likely to be consolidation. It can easily give us a fake breakout all the way to reach that level, which is a fair value gap, and then immediately we get into sales to bring us down below. Why? If I look at this move that brought me to this level, this would be the move. This would be the move right there, or even right there. You can clearly see it. So all I need is price to give me a fake breakout to react from that fair value gap or to this level, and then sales come in to reach all the way down below to that order block on H4. Alright, so leave this at M15 or M5 and let's wait, because we are likely to enter our sales right there. It may continue consolidating within here, and then later on it gives us entries for the sales. Really sorry, I hope, I don't know, maybe it's my voice. I can see Troy, you're saying that there is an irritating background distortion. I believe that's what I was trying to do. Let me change the setting right here and tell me if it has changed or not. Tell me how about now. Let me know if there's the distortion is still in, so that I can look at how to change. Alright, so I'm going to be anticipating consolidation within here as it keeps playing within here back and forth until it gives us an entry for the sell on M5. So delete everything right there and let's wait for what happens right here. So that's jump 10 for us there. Hopefully we'll be able to make some money today because it's been a while since we last made money on jump 10. So all we need is price to react there and give us entry, sell entries. Let's do a recap and we call it a day. Please let me know now if the sound is still irritating or not, because I've changed the setting of the mic right now. So let's get to a recap and we call it a day. We started with crash 500. Okay, something is happening. Let's look at that. Price is failing to break the low according to H1 right there. That means it's failing to break the lower low right there, and that will be giving us some impression that we may see a reversal signal if price breaks the lower high here. So let's wait and see. Boom 1000, it has failed to give us a reversal signal, so it hasn't broken this level yet. It's only the week, so we are still in a downtrend. That is on boom 1000. Boom 500, we need a retest here. We need price to react to this level, but we haven't gotten an entry yet. We need price to give us an entry for the sells, so we are ready. When it does that, we'll be ready to make our sell entry to bring us all the way down here. That's what we will be waiting for. Please let me know if my sound has changed, if it is better or if it is worse, so that I can know which setting I should change to. V25S, we have said we will be looking for this pullback. So this pullback, we can easily enter it, but we have points of interest where we are anticipating our buys to come again too. So we'll be looking at this level, that level, or this level to give us entry for the buys. But like I said, if we use our fib and we use that right there, we are likely to see price react to this other level, which is this which is part of the fib. It's where we are likely to see that. If price fails to use this as a low, and that means it will be looking at this other level, which will be the breaker broke, where price broke this structure to give us a new high there. So this will be the ideal level if it is continuing with the trend. But if it is going to do a retest only to go back and then come back into sales, then it will react to this fair value gap right here. Alright, so let's have all those remaining there. We will be understanding. Remember, price is now oversold according to M15, and even overbought according to M15 and MH1. So the retest will be the ideal level, which will be this one right here, not that one. So this will be the ideal level if it is overbought and is ready to reverse into sells. Alright, so I can easily remove that. V75, we need pullback there. You can clearly see that. We draw that on M15. We need pullback there so we can enter sales. But of course, if it fails, it will easily break that and continue with sales. It will easily break this level because we know we are going to continue with the sales. So let's leave that there on H1. Head back to jump 50. Jump 50 is doing the same thing, retesting within here, we need it to at least reach this 50% of that H1 order block, and then we can enter our sales. So let's wait for that, because we know that we are having a pennant and price has to continue selling to reach this other level. So we wait for that to happen. Leave it at M15. Let's go to jump 25. Jump 25, it has broken, it is continuing, so that tells you that is a break of structure, so it's continuing with buys. So for now, that's a no-go for me. I can't trade it. Remember, we have that as a level where we were anticipating pullback from, so that we can enter sales. Yeah, that fair value gap on H4. Is it H4? It's daily. Yeah, it's daily time frame. So we anticipate sales from that fair value gap on daily time frame, so that we can come in with sales. But looking at CCI, we are oversold, meaning buys have to come in according to daily time frame. If you look at H4, we need also buys, but we have that change of character right here, so it means we need a pullback to create a lower high, a higher low. After creating a higher high, probably within here it will come down to give us a higher low, and then we can continue with the buys. So we know that now. Last all the way down below, so let's wait and see. But you have to remember, according to this is M5, so M15, that would be like a change of character too. Weird, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, we will wait for the entry for the sales to take us all the way down below. I think that's it for today. I hope you guys have gotten one or two moves that you can focus on. I'm going to be focusing on jump 50, probably even V75 today, and see if I can make some money. Jump 10, it has some bit of focus today. I can give it some focus today. So I'm looking at jump 50, V75, and I think that's it. The rest are a no-go for me. I'm not going to waste my time on them unless they change and give me what I want. But my focus is going to be on V75, jump 50, and jump 10. Let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading day. Today is a Friday, meaning it's our last day of synthetic indices of trading in the week. That means we'll be coming back on Monday to analyze. But the way the market is, I don't know if I'll be having time tomorrow. We may do an is tomorrow the last Saturday of the month? Let me see. Not really. The last Saturday of the month is 31st, so it's the very last day of the month. So I can't do a special edition on a Saturday tomorrow, so I'll have to do it the next Saturday. So we will do that special edition next Saturday. So I'll see if tomorrow I'll be able to look into the charts if we can anticipate some good moves for my VIPs. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day, happy trading day, and a happy weekend. See you guys Monday, and of course for BTC, see you guys at 1 p.m. East African time to analyze BTC together. Let me wish you guys a good day. See you guys. Bye bye.